I have a new Chinese men's physique Olympian that I'm very excited to talk about. His name is the men's physique Mr. Olympia is almost upon us, and I couldn't be more excited. I know you guys are pumped up too. I want to know, how is our boy Jeremy Buendia feeling after his very successful win over Ben Quill, even though half of the men's physique community is against the W? I'm also going to talk about Brazil's best chance at the Mr. Olympia. I'll give you a hint of who I'm talking about. He got 5th place in 2022 and 5th place in 2024. And Scary Daddy Terry has officially landed in the New York, the United States of America. He's crossed the pond. Let's talk about how Terry's feeling. Our 2-time champ, can he make it 3? And my new favorite Chinese and Indian men's physique Olympian is going to be talked about in this video. You boys are now on my radar. And there's so much more good men's physique stuff I get to talk about. Thank you so much, all the boys and girls that are watching the channel, for the support. It's crazy. The goal is 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So like the video to push this video into YouTube's algorithm, and subscribe. Let's hit 10K before December 31st. Without further ado, let's go. Jeremy Buendia, post-breakfast, post-win pump has got to feel good. Jeremy Buendia posts an insane pump. He said I had a big old post-show breakfast. And imagine how it feels for Jeremy. He hadn't compete all 2024. He comes back to the division. He wins a show. And not only does he win a show, but he gets to have a great big breakfast, and he goes to his gym that he just opened. You know the champ is feeling damn good this morning. But let's talk about Jeremy Buendia. He's been posting his thoughts after the show. This is our 4-time champ. This is very important stuff, man. One thing I want to say, and think about this. We've had 2 Mr. Olympias compete in the last few weeks, just moments before the biggest show of the year. And we've also had 2 Mr. Olympias not compete before the Mr. Olympia. We got Jeremy and we got Brandon, who competed, and we got Terry and Aaron Banks, who haven't competed in a long time. Very, very interesting concept. How will that affect those guys heading into this show? Will it help them? Will it hurt them? And vice versa. I love this comment. It says, "You're amazing, Jeremy Buendia. Aside from coming back and winning, I love your story and journey of the man you've become as a father and husband. It's so awesome to see you with your baby girl on stage. You're winning on and off the stage. God is good." And that's why I love watching Jeremy's story and his journey. Right? Jeremy has truly developed into a man. At least that's what I've seen over social media, and what he's done over the last 5-6 years to change his life for the better. You know, winning this show and coming back to the division is super cool, but if he was the same, irresponsible, irrational, not very good of a person, Jeremy Buendia, when he was winning those shows, this wouldn't be very fun to, talk about this person, but it is. Jeremy has become a man, and I love this comment. It's great to see the evolution of our 4-time champ. And why am I the only one that talked about a bald Jeremy Buendia? We should have all been talking about this. Here's his posing routine, which I told you boys, when I first looked at it, I thought there was a lot going on. He brought a really nice shape. I understand more than half of the community thinks Ben Quill should have won, but Ben Quill's going to get his revenge if he can. But Jeremy Buendia says, "This was my routine. I got feedback from the judges, guys. Although the internet is saying I lacked conditioning from what they see in the pictures, I'm being told by others that were present that wasn't the case. I was told by the head judge that my conditioning was what put me over the top. I was also told that I need to adjust my back pose and to tone down my posing routine. I showed up and proved, but this is still not my best, so we will keep working to showcase that in 19 days. A lot of posing. Jeremy overposed this show. It didn't matter. He still won. I thought his conditioning was very good for Jeremy Buendia. He says he can bring an even better package in less than 19 days. Let's go. Jeremy goes on to say, I spiced up my posing routine because in 2023 at the Olympia, I was heavily critiqued for my posing being too plain and boring, so I stepped it up a bit. But apparently, it was too much. Adjustments will be made to fit the criteria the judges want, and I will continue to work hard to bring in even better conditioning and more fullness to the stage in less than 19 days. So, here we go. You can overpose at a men's physique show. You can go outside of the criteria at a men's physique pro show, but if you still bring a top tier complete package, it doesn't matter. The judges will give you the win. The scorecards were Jeremy Buendia 3, Ben Quill 6, meaning Jeremy beat Ben Quill by 3 points. Jeremy finishes the statement by saying, I appreciate all the support, including my naysayers, because as always, the doubt is what fuels my fire. I'll see you all back on stage in a few weeks. I'll be ready to stand next to the best. Oof, Jeremy, where you're going to have to stand next to Ali, Terry, Brandon, and Aaron Banks, Edvon Palmra. It's going to be one hell of a show. Jeremy Buendia, everybody. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Brazil's best chance at the Mr. Olympia. It's not Kaique Pro. It's not Diogo Montenegro. There's only one Brazilian right now that is really taking it to him, boys. And it's this man right here. Edvon Palmra with some sick-ass shots. I don't know if he's in the States or not. Kind of looks like he is. But look at these photos. This guy, when you talk about conditioning, Jeremy Buendia, this guy will expose you if you do not bring that conditioning. This is 5th in the world coming out of Brazil. He's 2.5 weeks out, he says, from the Mr. Olympia. And Edvon Palmra, what a gentleman. He says, it's not about defeating the other. It's about destroying the version of yourself that insists on being ordinary. My Lord. I love the quote, man. We can't be destroying others, guys, right? You want to build the tallest building, you can either knock down all the buildings or you can just work on your own building and make it better, make it stronger. And that is what Edvon Palmra is doing. 5th in the world in 2022 at the Mr. Olympia, 5th in the world in 2025 straight out of Brazil. And this guy's dangerous. This guy is dangerous. He needs to bring in a nice, full upper chest, and he needs to bring in a nice, thick, wide back. The posing has always been there. The conditioning has always been there. The shape has always been there. And what a story from Edvon Palmra. Growing up, looks like in poverty in Brazil, working out with very little equipment. The physique continues to evolve because the mindset was always there. He always believed, I don't care where you come from, if you have really nice genetics and you want to put in the work and you don't give up, you can be like Edvon Palmra. It doesn't no matter where you're from, what country you live in, what your background is, what happened to you. If you have decent genetics, you have a really nice shape for this division, which most people, most guys walking the planet right now are built for men's physique. I'm telling you, you may want to compete. You may want to try competing. You may want to see what you look like when you're shredded a few weeks out from showtime. You get on stage, you might look like Edvon Palmra one day.
We have arrived, guys. So everyone's getting back into the car. I was going to show you a tour of the Airbnb, but it's been a bit hectic from the moment we landed. We've got here in New York, went straight to the Airbnb, checked in, then to shopping centre, got all my food, what I needed for the next few days. My Protein, massive shout out to them because they've got all my stuff already delivered, so that was brilliant. And yeah, this looks a bit eerie, actually a bit scary, but this is the Airbnb. I'll show you a bit later on. I've got my EAAs in. It's getting late. We're going to go train now, flush everything out from the long haul flights and get on with this training session, and let's get prep going here in the States.
Ryan Terry's made it to the United States. As you see, he's showing you the full address. If you want to go see Ryan Terry and take a selfie with him, you know where he's at. Ryan Privy Terry, Scary Daddy Terry, is in America. Oof. I love the accent. I love everything about this guy. How could you hate on Ryan Terry? That's like hating on Chris Bumstead. You don't do it. You just don't do it. Ryan Terry with a beautiful photo. He says, landed late evening in New York. No excuses. No stone unturned. Landed car, rental pickup, checked an Airbnb, food shop, straight to Steve Weinberger's gym for a late night flush session. Serious slog. But that's what it's all about. We are here now and I'm ready to work. Be undeniable. And I love that photo of Ryan Terry. Oof, my Lord. It's crazy. I've never felt like there's been a Mr. Olympia over the last few years that is going to be this hard to beat. Like when you think of Ryan Terry and come to the Mr. Olympia, you almost feel like he's just gonna win because of the way he's handled himself, because of the way we've seen these updates, because of last year, which I missed, but I've seen the last 6 weeks, boys, and I'm impressed. Imagine if I covered men's physique for a whole year straight. Oh my gosh. I want you guys to look at Ryan Terry's Instagram here, and I want you to tell me what's up with it. There's something about these first 3 pin posts that stuck in my mind. I don't think a lot of people catch. What is it about these 3 pin posts that makes this very interesting? I'll give you about 3 seconds. They're all from 2023. He has no pin post, even though he won the Mr. Olympia in 2024. They're all from his first win or his New York Pro win. They're all from 2023. Very, very interesting. So I want to ask you guys, if Ryan Terry, who has 2 Mr. Olympia titles, if he wins his 3rd title at this year's Mr. Olympia in Las Vegas, Nevada, about 7 hours from your boy, if he wins that, do you think he'll pin that? Do you think Ryan Terry will pin his 2025 win up here? I don't know. Maybe he has these 3 pinned, or these 2 pinned, the 2 Mr. Olympia titles, because these were his very first ones and those mean the most to him. I don't know if the second felt as good as the first. I think he said the second feels even better, but it's interesting how he has nothing else posted that have anything to do with his 2024 Mr. Olympia win. So again, if he wins 2025, do you think he'll switch this up and maybe switch that New York Pro posing routine out for a 2025 win? If he wins? Oh my Lord, my boy was hitting on China. What do I mean? All my international boys that watch this channel, when I say that boy was hitting, I'm talking about he was on. I'm talking about he nailed his look for the China Pro. Brandon Hendrickson, some latest physique updates. We'll start with this one here. Dude's got it, man. Dude has got it going on. When I think about men's physique, I definitely think about Brandon Hendrickson. When I hear men's physique and I go back 10, 12 years, I think Jeremy Buendia, I think Brandon Hendrickson, I think Ryan Terry, maybe a little Andre Ferguson. Those are the first names that really start to come in mind. And let's see how he's doing. Let's go into the mindset of Brandon after winning a pro show. How does the 3-time champ, who's only 2.5 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia, how is he feeling? Brandon says the ego is funny sometimes, but you have to control it. You don't let the ego control you. After the win, I let my ego run wild for a few hours. Ooh, B, what does that mean? What do you do when the ego runs wild, dog? Do you chase Latinas everywhere? Like, I really want to know what happens, bro. Then he says, after a day of celebration and relief of a victory, the ego must go back into hiding. Nothing else matters anymore. No Olympia wins, no international wins. I have to bring my mind back to when I had nothing, when nobody knew my name. I'm back to the bottom and working my way back up. The ego must be deceased for the next few weeks. I am nothing, with another insane update. And this really shows how much Brandon and Neil Yoda Hill, his coach, nailed the look. Brandon says he has to let the ego die. The ego needs to be deceased. He has to let it go, and he has to act like he's coming from nothing, straight from the gutter. And I love the mentality, man. I love the mentality. I'm sure Aaron Banks is feeling the same way, has the same ass mentality as Brandon Hendrickson. If this is what works for Brandon, if he needs to strip away his ego and act like he's never won a Mr. Olympia title before to truly take another title, to get motivated, to inspire himself, to get that burning fire under him, then I love it. Throw that ego away, Brandon. I'll take the ego for a little bit. Let me have the ego for the weekend. I'm doing some fun stuff. I could use a boost. Brandon Hendrickson, right after the China Pro win. You just saw Jeremy Buendia's thoughts right after the Sasquatch Pro win. The Olympias, the Mr. Olympias are coming. Oof. I have a new Chinese men's physique Olympian that I'm very excited to talk about. His name is Hendrickson out of China. And this guy has a beautiful look, boys. I really like this physique. I really like this look. We're going to watch them on stage at the China Pro. He's going to be to the right of Brandon Hendrickson in the orange. And right away, I see insane Asian aesthetics, a really full chest as they turn to the back. You look at all these backs up here, they all have pretty decent backs. Sometimes I rip on these Asian guys for needing to bring up their backs, but these guys brought it. I mean, every single one of these Asian competitors, whether they're from China, Japan, wherever they're from, they brought a nice back. But I really want to zoom in and look at the guy in the orange. I love Hendrickson out of China. Can you believe I can say that name correctly? Yes, I use Google Translate for that one. About as tall as Brandon, carrying just about as much muscle as Brandon. And I love this interaction here. If we can zoom in hard right here, Brandon and Hendrickson, they kind of look at each other. They know everyone just switched places. Oh my gosh, I like the judge coming in, switching places with another Chinese competitor, Zhao. He says, "What's up, Carlos? Give me a handshake." Brandon is staying tight. Carlos is fired up. Little knuckles for Carlos. Hendrickson out of China says, "Brandon, give me some knucks. We're probably going to be top 2 at this show." I like this physique on the right. I like the guy in the orange physique. China's dangerous. Thailand's dangerous. Philippines is dangerous. Korea is dangerous. China is dangerous. Asia is insane. India is starting to come up. That's another Asian country. Yes. Another Asian country, I almost called it a continent. Another Asian country in India is rising, boys, but I want to focus on this physique. Whoa. Huh? Isn't this shape just beautiful? Like, look how thick and meaty this man is paired with the aesthetics, bro. That's hard to beat. That's that Jeremy Buendia-esque vibes, bro, that's coming out of China. Full ass arms, full ass chest, beautiful V-taper from the front, knows how to pose. And then when he turns around from the back, boys, I'm telling you, how crazy would it be to one day see a guy from Korea or China end up in that top 3? Boys, the men's physique world is going to change. You know how many more people live in India and China than the US, Great Britain, anything like that? Like, boys, even Ali Bilal. When Ali Bilal eventually wins, whether it's this year, the next year, the year after, when a guy from China wins, when a guy from India wins, imagine the fucking country of India when an Indian men's physique Olympian wins the Mr. Olympia. India's going to go apeshit, right? You think there's a lot of engagement on Jeremy Buendia's post and Ryan Terry's post? Wait till an Indian person wins the Mr. Olympia. There's going to be 10 billion likes on that photo, on that video. And I love this guy's shape, even from the back. He has the thickness. He has the genetics to have a really great back. He has a good back. He has a fairly balanced physique. The back can still come up a little bit. Here he is in the gym, just 2.5 weeks, the latest update out of China. You know, Xi Jinping has to be happy about this one. Very happy. I mean, he better start paying attention to bodybuilding, Gigi, because you have some amazing competitors coming out of China. And I love this shape. Hendrickson out of China. India, your 2024 India Pro Show winner, Amit Agri. What a fun look. I want you to pay attention to the stage confidence and the stage presence of Amit Agri. What a beautiful posing routine. I want to see a little pizzazz. Ready for this? Watch this. Watch this. Yeah, I've never seen anyone brush off the chest like that. That was clean. Oh man, I like this. India is definitely on the rise. A really nice shape. Pretty decent back for an Indian gentleman. Nice X-frame. Really good flow with this posing routine. I dig it. I dig it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, not doing too much. I'd put my arms down too if I had delts in a chest like that from the front. He has the proportions to hit it, but I am glad he angles himself like that. Arms dropping slowly down. Has a beautiful haircut. If you don't think we're going to watch this again and break it down, here we go. As soon as he comes out, stage presence, smiling, clapping, firing up the entire audience, smiling. Again, boys, the haircut is in, the beard is in. Now it's serious time. Let's go, Amit Agri. I wish I was at the show. They should have me commentating these shows live, bro, so everyone could hear it. Again, I ain't seen no one brush it off like that. I'm getting chills, bro. So, someone's got to hit that. B. Henny, Ali, IED, Bilal, someone's got to hit that, bro. From the back, again, a really nice X-frame. Amit Agri just needs to bring conditioning, right? I think if Amit Agri brought a really nice package, I don't know if he'd ever be in the top 16 this year, but down the line, he has the physique, right? He has the potential to land in a place division, which is 16 or less in the men's physique, Mr. Olympia. Very impressive by Amit. I'm telling you guys, India's on the rise. If you enjoy, before I get into that, Kyron Holden is competing this weekend, so you know Monday's video is going to be nuts. Anything less than a win for Kyron is a loss for the men's physique community. Kyron, you better win this show. If you guys like this video, if you found it entertaining, if you found it, there was value in it with information and whatever I did, if you want to create videos like this, I actually have a school. The link is in the YouTube bio or my Instagram bio where I teach guys how to make videos like this. Build your own physique brand, bodybuilding brand. I have guys in my school who just started talking about physiques who are averaging about 2,000 views per video with less than 1,000 subscribers. Start talking about physiques. You can't just work out forever. Talk about physiques and build your brand. Link is in the YouTube bio or my Instagram bio. Huge supplements. You can use code HEART if you're running low on supplements. Please shop Huge and use my code HART. As well as Manifest Shorts, man. Manifest competition wear, the best men's physique storage shorts in the world. Use my code HART, send me DM so I know you got them. I'll put you on my story. And then Physique. You guys see me critique and rate the best physiques all around the world. I literally talk about these guys' physiques. I get a DM from them and they ask me, Hart, what else can I work on? If you want the same treatment, since I can't feature you in the video because you're not a top 10 Olympian, top 30 Olympian, for a small fee, $20, $30, I will give you a detailed 5-10 minute review on your physique and help you understand what you need to improve on to be the best athlete possible. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Road to 10,000 subscribers. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, shame on you. Subscribe. I'll see you Monday. I'm out of here.